Hey everybody, Vaughn here with the Vonster vlog and welcome to this week on the homestead. Right now, I have just closed out last week's video and I am editing it because today is a video editing kind of day. I'm also working on finishing up this pile. You can see those are the done ones. That's the Z-Dog, that's the Millie dog. Oh my gosh. She's so pink with her little tummy and her little tail and her little toes and her little... Hazy. He's like, Mom. But Randy's weaving scales. I still have all of those to weave. We still have the kiln to unload and reload. So we certainly have our work cut out for us today, but I am really excited to get all of this work done. Oh God. Okay, so I need to whittle down 2 hours and 40 minutes of footage into an hour-long video. Let's see what we can do. Okay guys, so there we go. Pocket doors, box fort to keep the puppy in there. We are having the premiere pre-chat. It hasn't started yet, but I wanted to show you guys. Well, hey little Millie, you're just coming on out, aren't you? Okay. So let's see, I was trying something with our dud cabochon, like our dud eyes, with UV resin, as our friend Kit had recommended, because the glue had leaked around to the front side whenever we set these cabochons. Well, hey little Millie. And gosh, you guys, they are, uh-oh. Oh, there it goes. We'll have to do a little bit of cleaning up on the back, but these were in the sun when I initially made them. I don't know if this one's going to be any count because it started, I was pouring it outside and it started to set up before I was done. I'm going to take these in and show them to Randy and get back to our premiere. Look at that little dog. Millie dog. Millie! Laying in the shade. Okay, let's go back inside. This is all the work we got done earlier today.
Vlog section.
The other premiere. And hush, Vaughn. Okay, so hey guys, I have been working on making, let me just flip this around. I have been working on making a whole mess of little mushroom caps for all these little mushroom butts, for all of these little mushrooms that the camera will hopefully focus on, that we're gonna have to paint. But I'm just getting it done. Dreaming dreams too, just looking at these little model houses. All right, back to the premiere. Okay guys, so I wanted to take y'all on a journey of us shopping for land. And we went, whoops, sorry. We went in and went to Tennessee Land, landsearch.com, put in the Tennessee, our budget, what we're looking for, and then we just scrolled through until we found stuff. And you can see over here there's like a little interactive map that it'll light up where on the map that property is, and then you can go to a different one and see where that is, and that way you can see where it is in relation to the state. And Randy and I ended up finding this property right here as well as this property right here. And this one, we're like, man, at first we were like, no way, that's such an odd shape, like what the heck. So but then here, how do I find, here's the images. So this is what it looks like. It's like, oh wow, so it's got a power pole. We noticed that, I mean, it's clearly overgrown, just a gravel road, which, all of these things are just things to take into consideration. And then I kind of don't really know what we're looking at here. And then we come around to the map. And this one was for, let's see the whole listing. 29.2 acres, heavily wooded, tract, great place for cabin or home site, overlooking the valley. In Clifton, Tennessee, which Randy and I had actually driven through Clifton, Tennessee on our last visit. And it was a beautiful little town. The scenery, like the landscape, is just stunning. So it felt very serendipitous to be finding this property. And then he and I, well, okay, so this is the other one. So you can see, you'll notice this long, narrow piece. It wasn't until having looked at this one that we recognized it over in this one. And this one is 20 acres. Now also, where is the pricing for this? Here it is. 20 acres for $41,500, listed 3 months ago. And this one here was 29.2 acres for $32,000, which that's, I mean, definitely kind of more like the price range of what we're looking at, because a lot of the other listings were were anywhere from $4,000 to $6,000 per acre, and we're like, oof, that's too rich for our blood right now. So then we went into Google Earth and we found it on Google Earth. And so, and honestly, y'all, it was really fun. Randy is an excellent detective, and I'm very good at taking credit for his ideas. So, but we had recognized, I had recognized a nose and a chin in this road here. And so it was from there we were able to find that this right here would be the property rough about, because you can see there's that pond, as is right there. So that would be the property, and I wanted to get a street side view of it. So we came around, and this really is an extreme valley. I don't know enough about construction or anything, but it's like, I don't know how steep this would seem in person. So is it something where you could put, you know, a house on it? Is it something where we'd be able to use any of this valley space? Also, I'm trying to figure out how to find the floodplains for this, because I'm really interested in making like a pond or something, and this seems like if we made a pond, it'd be complicating the filling of this pond over here. Again, I don't know a whole lot about any of this, but that's just what it seems like, what gravity does and things and stuff. But I mean, that's a cool valley though. I bet that would be a hell of a view, but I just don't know how buildable it would be. So this is what we're looking at, and it's just really nice that this is our first night shopping, just to see, because we don't have the money, we don't have the, we can't move yet kind of stuff. Y'all, look at how close it is to the Tennessee River, just cutting right through there. So I mean, if that's not a cool kayaking or canoeing opportunity, I don't know what is. And I haven't searched yet to see if there are any horseback riding stables in the area, but I am gonna say we would be pretty close to Lick Skillet, Tennessee. That's all right by me. So okay, well, there's a horse on that one. Anyways, where, uh-oh, I got lost. There's Decaturville. There's Clifton Junction. I'm lost. Where do I go? Walkertown. There's Lick Skillet. I can always find my way from Lick Skillet. Oh, no, I can't. I'm lost. Randy. Here it is. I know where I am. I can find my way home. No, I can't. Okay. Where did I go? Is this? No. There it is. I found it. So I just get a little turned around sometimes. But, so this was our first night of looking at properties. And it's kind of, we're not going to pick the first one we see. Mostly because we don't have enough money. But we're going to shop until we find something that has a little bit of promise, and then we're going to dive until we find a good reason not to get it. And so we're kind of just picking it apart with a very critical eye until we find the, yeah, no, definitely not. And with this one, I think, I mean, I'm cataloging it, but I think that valley is a little too much. But that's probably why we'd be getting it for so cheap too, is it can't be used for a whole lot. So I don't know though, I don't know. It's a little Millie. It's just hanging out in her box. Just having a sleep. What are you doing, little dog?
Why is it over there?
I'm gonna take her out, I think, now that she's awake.
Take her out.
Oh, 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 ooh, 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 ooh. Excuse me, Millie goat. So what I'm doing here, you guys, is a little bit of hand lawn mowing for my chickens, because I can't quite let them out of their enclosure because they cannot be trusted. Also, I put any other thanks, Millie. I put any other weeds or other things, like over here we've got, oh, there's some grasshoppers. You can grab that. Oh, he got away from me. So I can just come through, see a weed, pull a weed, and I try to do about a bucket a day. So I feel like they eat about that much in greens. If I do much more than that, it kind of just sits there, which is fine. Let's go give it to him. What you doing, Z-Dog? I love you, baby boy. It's a beautiful day, you guys. It's finally cooled down enough. Oh, we have a visitor at the butterfly bush. But it's cooled down enough that this is blooming again. Which is just magical to be able to come out here and enjoy, you know, the beauty of nature. This goat dog. Excuse me, this is for the, okay, you can have that one. I gotta give it to the chickens before Millie takes it all. So also, the sun is setting and these fans are still going. They're low, but they're still going. So here we go. You are glorious, Ginger. So the girls will be putting themselves to bed in about 20 to 30 minutes. So this is just a nice little bit of nighttime snack before they head off to bed. I think I'm going to try to start doing this in the morning as well, but things have just been so crazy lately getting ready for Dragon Con. But the whole goal of all of this is to find some semblance of a work-life balance, even if we're just making it up as we go. So taking some time to pick a bucket in the morning should be a good thing. Now also, y'all may be wondering, well, not that you've seen my outfit, but why on earth I'm wearing Uggs and overalls over another outfit whenever it's like 95 degrees out here, and that is because mosquitoes are so hungry and I am delicious, apparently, because they just feed on me. And so I put on my big old overalls, and that I specifically got in like super, oh, sorry, Millie. Oh, I don't need the bucket with me. I have oh, sorry, Z. I just bonked both of the dogs with a bucket. I don't need the bucket. I need that back by the chicken coop. But, oh, we've got a case of the zoomies over. Hey, little girl. Hazy, I love these dogs so much. She's so excited for the bucket. But yeah, it keeps the mosquitoes off me. Typically I'd be coming out with, I'm just gonna hold the bucket up high so y'all stop knocking your noggins on it. I wear more pants. I wear extra pants when I come outside so that the mosquitoes can't have me. Not unless they work for it. So, also it helps whenever I'm walking through all the weeds and stuff. Just wearing something that's a little bit more protective than just my regular, like, but yeah, wearing something that's a little bit more protective than just some thin leggings, good, it's a good thing. Now, as a quick update, this is how the fountain has come along. I used some epoxy sculpt to join the top section of the fountain that our friend Lydia had sent us to a little terracotta dish that we had drilled through. I have some tubes, some sections of hose to raise the water level up, and now it has an overflow spot. That way it doesn't overflow here, but it also slows the draining just enough. And I'm loving, you can see there's our solar panel. It is not in the sun and hasn't been for about an hour, and this will keep running whenever it's been a sunny day like how it was. This will run well into midnight, which makes me very happy because I can come out here, lay in my hammy, look at my messy porch, think about all the work I need to do, and listen to stuff, water trickling, stuff that makes me need to pee. So, but everything's coming in pretty well except for these guys. This one, this arrowleaf plant, fell off of one of my houseplants, and so I have it kind of staked in here, hoping it'll develop some roots. But the Latanya is coming along beautifully. And I've only seen wasps drinking out of this so far, but hopefully the birds will get brave and come and try it out. I really do think I need a dish that's about twice as wide for birds to comfortably come in and hang out, but I'll keep trying. Alrighty, y'all, I am making dinner. Well, I don't know, breakfast was left over for Randy, and I had cottage cheese, and now it's like 3:75 in the afternoon. No, it's not. What time is it? 5:42. The oven's at 375, and I'm doing about that many carrots. If any are kind of rotten, just take them out. And I'm gonna be rinsing everything. So, but yeah, about 3, 4, 5, like 20 carrots, little baby carrots, and then we have some of this garlic that I'm just, again, making sure that there's no like rot spots for different things, and cutting the butts off, the little stemmy parts. And other than that, I just leave them whole. So you can probably hear Z and Millie slurping from their water bowl, but that's okay. I'm gonna move this over here. This is a little easier to reach. But yeah, again, just checking for any moldy spots or rotten spots. Those must have been 2 thirsty dogs. That's alright though. And this is probably 1/4 of a bag. So, I don't know. About 20 cloves of garlic as well. I really like the roasted garlic. I don't think it's Randy's favorite thing right now, but by leaving everything big, it lets us work around them. But I love garlic as a roasted vegetable, like not just as a seasoning, but like just eating it. There we go. Getting a little compost pile going. And then up next we have, I've got some radishes here that are sprouting because I over purchased, as I do. And they've got some little root hairs re-sprouting, and the little tops are re-sprouting. And then I just cut them into quarters or so. You can hear Millie with her squeaker toy. But yeah, most of the time I'll just do them into halves. Again, I want to have, Randy doesn't care for the radishes, so I like them to be very easy to pick around. Oh, that one's no good. Oh, sorry, I keep bumping the camera, but here we are. There we are. So I'm on to the turnip, which again has some sprouting coming out of it. I do like to peel my turnips just to, they make them so waxy at the store. If it were homegrown, I don't think I would be as inclined to peel it as what I am when it's from the store, but man. It's just the baby, little baby Millie playing with her squeaker toy, wreaking havoc and destruction everywhere she goes, as you do. There we go. Getting those peels off to the side. There we are. And I want to do some nice big cubes of this. And this is for the two of us, but it makes quite a bit of vegetables, which I'm all right with, because we've been eating like twice a day, but one of those meals doesn't really look like a meal. It's like today, my first meal was cottage cheese with just some like mixed nuts on it. And then Randy for breakfast had like leftover like taco bowl stuff with like a carb balanced tortilla. So it was just like kind of picking over, you know, whatever. But down 20 pounds, and Randy's down, last I saw, 2 belt loops. But y'all, it's gotten to where I can reach around them and interlace my fingers fully, and it's been a long time since we could do that, and it's really nice to be able to snuggle in a little closer. And so whatever we're doing, it's working. Now I am sneaking in a sweet potato because they're delicious. So yeah, what we're doing is not keto, but it is certainly lower carb than what I had been doing. And other than indulging in some birthday cake, I haven't been having any processed sugar. But man, that cake's delicious, I tell you what. I mean, it's real good actually. But I think it's more that I just get real happy thinking of the good friends that we have who sent me a birthday cake than the actual cake itself, if that makes sense. So we're just coming through, and we may be able to get 2 meals of vegetables out of this, seeing as it's all those baby carrots, a whole big turnip, a whole sweet potato, some radishes, and some garlic. And so now what I'm going to be doing from here is we are going to coat it in oil. I like peanut oil. Probably a 1/4 cup of that. And then I really need to get to where I measure that stuff, honestly. I'm gonna do some roasted garlic and herb. It's yummy, y'all. It says garlic, salt, spices, sweet red pepper, natural flavor. It doesn't say it has any carbs or sugar, but it is what it is. And I'm gonna do probably a whole tablespoon of that, like a whole palmful, times 2. I like flavor. Okay, and then I am going to do some shaking of salt as well. And then now it's going to be loud. didn't mean to be slamming on the counter, but you can see that's about the coverage of seasoning that I like. Seasoning. Oh, a little too far. Okay, there we go. Flavor. Like, I could probably go a little heavier, but this will be fine. Hopefully. So I've got a whole pack of the cheddar bratwurst laid out here on our pan. And I'm just spreading the vegetables over it. Probably could have done a little bit more vegetables, but we'll just get it nice and dispersed. Because I don't want them overly stacked on each other. Actually, now that I'm spreading it out, this looks like it's a really good amount of vegetables. So we will put this in at the oven at 375 for 25 minutes, I think. Alrighty guys, it has been 25 minutes and I'm gonna just, ooh, it's nice and warm in there. I'm just coming in here. I'm gonna flip, ooh, the brats. Ooh, they're slippery. And I'm gonna kind of just poke. I don't know why it cooks faster here on the ends, but we can even swap them. But just kind of toss the vegetables a little bit. I don't want to mix them a whole lot, because especially as they start to get soft, I don't want to be smushing them. So there's that. But I really want them to roast up nice. So we're going to do at least another 20 minutes on that. Ooh. Millie, what have you done, baby? You killed the monkey. His guts are everywhere. Alrighty, y'all. Ooh, that's looking good. Yeah, that's good. Excellent. You can hear those brats sizzling. And behold, dinner with a like triple portion of sour cream. Hey guys, well I don't know if it's still doing it, but I had to run inside. It was spitting rain on me. I'm just out here in the garden, was doing a little bit of work, kind of impromptu. Normally I bring the camera out with me with the intent of if anything exciting happens, like I see a bug or a pretty cloud. I didn't today though. I was just supposed to be taking Millie out for a bathroom break. And it started spitting rain on us. I'll see if we can see. Now that is just pumping along nicely. Now they've already dried up, but you can see where there was a couple of fat raindrops that just fell out of the sky on us. So what we've got going on here is I really want to get anything, literally anything going for a fall crop, because the heat, like, I mean, we grew lamb's quarters really well and whatever. I think this is like what, smartweed or something. There's a lower growing variety that is pink flowers. But then we've got this stuff, and you can see the leaf shape, and it grows out of these nodes along the stem. So I'm gonna have to identify that. I don't know what in the heck this is. What is this, internet? Like, is this stinging nettle? I don't know. There's Millie trying to get into the beans, but she does love just being a dog. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do that whole bed as just kale since we've already got some in there. But I figured I needed to start somewhere, and this looked like the least troubling bed to get started on. And what I'm doing is I'm removing our hoops and just stacking them off to the side, because it's very likely I'll probably end up just using the same hoops again. And we have some parsley growing in here, but I wanted to show you guys, do you see what I mean about those peat pods like, yeah, technically the roots made it through, but like freaking barely. And also, I don't like that it's still there, that it hasn't broken down. Like, so that's why I don't like using those for starting my seedlings in. I had talked to y'all a little bit about that. I guess in last week's video where we were putting together that fountain and I used up all those coconut core pods just because, I mean, I don't feel like they break down or let the roots do what the roots would have done. So what I'm doing here is I'm just coming through and clipping the stems. And I'm just setting most of this stuff just off to the side. Ooh, I need to oil this, make it a horrible squeak. Oh, I already got that one. But yeah, just coming through, setting it off to the side, cutting up bits and pieces of this and that. But I'm leaving the roots intact because I want to build the soil, and these roots are going to increase the biomass. And then I'm going to put all this in the chicken coop so they can start breaking down. But already you can see just little clipping away, tossing it off to the side. But yeah, this parsley, hopefully some of it will come back once it's not 100 some odd freaking degrees. But I'm gonna get the rest of this cleared out, and then I don't know, I'd like to top dress it, like mulch it with something. I may put everything that was on there back on it, but I'm afraid a lot of that, whatever this stuff is, has gone to seed. So I don't want to just lay that right back on the bed. I want to give the chickens a go at it first. But yeah, I'm going to clear it out and quite possibly just plant the whole bed with more beans, or something. Because I figure if we do beans, or even peas, because even if I never harvest it, it'll still help build up the soil, is my thought process. Hey guys, so today I am planting Teton hybrid spinach and gray zucchini squash, and a whole mess of these old peas that I, honest to goodness, I don't think I'm going to get a very good germination rate, but instead of throwing out old seed, I'm just gonna bury it and see what happens. Y'all get out of here. Hey everybody, so I just got this bed planted and it turned out there was like a leaf in front of the camera where I had set it up the whole time, and I had a really cool like face-to-face encounter with a hummingbird and everything, a little lady hummingbird. She just like, I mean, was as close to me as what the camera is, and it was so cool. Just so cool. Like, I looked at her and she looked at me, and I looked at her and she looked at me, and I was like, ah. So that's the thing. So I have this bed on watering now, and what we've got going on here is our friend Stephanie, hey Stephanie, had sent us a 50-foot, sorry there's birds, a 50-foot soaker hose. And I'm not gonna lie, it's a little long for this bed, but I think it's gonna be perfect because I'm not gonna have to leave the hose on for as long. It's gonna be able to deliver a large amount of water without having the hose sit for like a full hour. But I went through and I used, let me flip this around actually. So I went through and used some of these straw bales that we've had just sitting kind of butted up to the ends of the beds since October of 2021, and it's 2022 at the time of recording, August. You can see the nasturtiums are blooming. It was actually relatively mild weather today. It only got up into like, I don't know, the low 90s, but it was not as bad as it could have been. You can see the beans are really doing well. It's been very, very windy, so I actually think I may take off this bug net just so that it's not dragging over all the beans. But yeah, you can see windy, but nice. So, oh, Millie, sweet thing. Come here, baby, come here. Good girl. Oh, what a good dog. I've discovered she responds much better to just being invited out of whatever situation she's in rather than being told no, because she just doesn't understand. She's like, what's this word you keep saying to me, this no thing? I don't know what that means. She's chewing on metal. She'll figure it out. But yeah, you can see here, I just did like some flakes, and I spread them out as best I could, nice and even, to top dress over the, I planted some spinach, I planted some peas, and I planted some squash. So we will see if any of that older seed sprouts. Also, I'm hoping that the parsley transplants I had started earlier in the year will make hopefully a comeback. And I'll probably need to put the hoops that Millie is minding for me, thank you Millie, back over this bed with either some more of the bug netting or some of the bird netting that we have, just to keep rabbits off the parsley. And I think while this is on watering, and with Millie's help, who loves murdering cabbages, no, don't stop on my account. I needed to pull it out anyways, it got bugs in it. But I'm gonna be clearing this bed out while that one waters. And there's a hummingbird above the, you can see him just flitting around. Okay, let's get to it. So it took us about 20 minutes, and I haven't done the cleanup work yet, but that is tremendous progress, y'all. Like, seriously. And this bed is just soaking up that water. I'm gonna get some more flakes of straw, spread out onto this bed, and I think I'm gonna let the soil that's underneath it, because y'all check this out. Like, also look how pretty that sky is. Okay, so all this stuff, too much of it's gone to seed for me to put it back onto the bed. It's just gonna perpetuate that weed cycle. So I'm gonna give it all to the chickens, let it break down in there, in the chicken enclosure. But look at how, I mean, it's been so dry. It is dust, like no moisture in here. So I'm going to get the straw on it. I think I may bring some of my grow bags over here to bridge the gap. And I'm gonna have this 50-foot hose on these 2 beds with just a section of it going over some grow bags that I'll have to either step over or just go around or something. But I think that'll be a pretty happy dog. She's a happy. No, that's my tool. No, Millie. Oh, I need to bring her more toys out here. But everything, if there's a flat surface, it just grows. Like, I grow piles, you guys. So those marigolds are just stunning. There's Millie. We ate some of the grapes. I know I said I was gonna leave them for the birds, but y'all, they taste too good. Even like, you can see I'm guilty. I've been eating them while I've been out here. Even if they have some ants on them, I just, protein. So the main thing, gotta get the ants off me. The main thing to watch out with these is most of them, now we planted a seedless variety, but we got down to like, I think -14, if not this past winter, the winter before. And I think it killed our grapevine down past graft point. I know it messes with our roses quite a bit, but I just, Millie, you're naughty. You're a very naughty dog. Oh, Malanta, y'all. Millie, what you doing? Millie. Yeah. You're looking a little guilty, buddy. So who, me? No. So I'm not, it's so beautiful, you guys, outside today. I'm not entirely positive how these grapes grow, and I didn't know if there would be like a graft line or something, or if they're just propagated from cuttings from a seedless variety of grape. But they've got seeds in them, so they've got, covered in ants, they've got anywhere from 2 to 4 seeds in every single one. But so you gotta pick around the seeds. There's 2. There's 3. That's good though. That's a good grape. It is worth braving the seeds. Randy and I ate grapes yesterday until our tongues and lips and teeth were purple. I think I'm gonna keep eating them. Hazy dog, what's up, buddy? Millie, no. What are you doing, huh? Don't really care if it's peace you find in dying. Well then, let the time. If it's peace you find in dying, and let dying time is near. Just bundle up my coffin, 'cause it's cold way down there. I hear that it's cold way down there, yeah. Crazy cold way down there. And when I'm dead, when I'm gone, there'll be one trouble, and I will carry on. Oh, keep on, carry on. You're a very good helper, Millie. Thank you. Alrighty, guys. Well, just like that, Millie's all tuckered out. My Randy came out to say hey, but he's heading in now, so bye, Randy. But just like anything, y'all, quick as it can be, a storm has blown in, so I'm gonna go turn the hose off. But we've got some tomato grow bags in between the 2 beds, and I think this is just gonna work perfect. If I shut up for a sec, you might be able to hear the thunder. I wouldn't count on it though. Yeah, the yard's all lit up. And all the solar lights are coming on. There's the hammock. And I'm gonna head in and get back to work. Hopefully we'll get some rain. Hey everybody, so I just got done shooting a talking head style tutorial for over on the main channel, and I have to say I feel freaking fabulous today. Like my hair, my makeup, my potato clothes, everything. Like I don't have any pants on, but they don't know that. We have some ideas for the vlog. Well, hey everybody. I got Millie and Ember visiting me, but we have some ideas for the vlog. I'm gonna try to do, I don't know if it's 2 videos a week, if we're gonna be able to ease into that. Now, of course, all of this is going to be #AfterDragon, but having just a little bit more structure in our weekly This Week on the Homestead, and then possibly specific, because like This Week on the Homestead we can get produced weekly just as like an overview kind of fun video, but unless y'all are like really interested in what we've got going on behind the scenes here, I can see how that's not everybody's cup of tea, and I respect that I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but I wasn't necessarily brewed for everybody. But This Week on the Homestead is my cup of tea for sure. And I love getting to hang out with you guys in the premieres and stuff, so hey everybody in the premiere. But I also think I'd like to do another weekly video that is specifically just about our grocery hauls and what we're eating, what we're meal prepping, like just cooking or eating, or even just like, this is food that I ate. I don't know, we'll see how it evolves, but I'm still down 20 pounds since June, like June 1st, and which is phenomenal for me, because first off, I've never lost this much weight this quickly, and second off, I've never kept it off. So we're gonna see how things go. And but this low carb, no sugar is really working for me, you guys. Like I'm feeling really good. I still have like a pulled muscle in my neck, like whenever I go like this, and I'm really worried that I'm like, is it lymph nodes or my saliva glands, or like I don't know what's going on with that. But my elbows have tremendously cleared up, because like I've been like a yeasty beastie and had like candida blooms on my elbows, on my scalp, on my knee, like my tongue has like, I've got like fissured tongue and like all of this stuff. I am not a medical professional. I'm not even like mildly medically informed about anything. Just did some Googling, and I'm trying to figure out like, is this all tying back into high blood sugar, or I don't know what. And I am not looking to self-diagnose. I just know that losing weight is going to do me good, both in here and physically, and I know that keeping my blood sugar balanced is going to be a good thing. So I'm really excited about this, and I wanted to take you guys on that journey with me into just finding a sustainable, healthier self. And oh, look at them getting along. My critters. Hey baby girl. What were we saying? Oh, and then like in addition to like I had damaged a couple of my fingernails in a river accident. I mean, nothing bad ended up happening, but it's anyways, and it had gotten infected initially from the nasty river water, and then secondarily from just fungal infection. So I'm dealing with that stuff, but other than that, I'm feeling, oh, and I get cramps in my legs at night. So other than all of that crap, I'm feeling better than I ever have, you know. But I wanted to kind of take you guys on that journey, because I find that, I don't know, that kind of video does better kept to itself a little bit instead of sprinkling it in through the whole This Week on the Homestead. And so those would be our 2 weekly videos that we do here on the Monster Vlog. And then I'm thinking if we could do a monthly video. We have our 30 days of 30, which we will be opening up to our channel members to be able to vote on that, on what our first 30 days of 30, or like to put in suggestions for like whether, because it's going to be music, like, and because I really miss having music in my life, and I'm like, I could really dig doing 30 minutes of practicing an instrument for 30 days. Like, that'd be so cool. But I don't know if I want to do piano, flute, or guitar. Those are the three that I'm kind of really feeling. Now I can also do like drums or ocarina or something like that, but I think sticking to those first three to choose from would be really cool. And then, so we'd have our 30 days of 30 video, and then possibly specific garden project videos that we'd touch on, like the fountain that we did. I feel like this week on the homestead video that had that fountain in there, that whole part could have been its own thing, and because it took 2 weeks for me to get that project put together. And so I think in the future, whenever we do projects like that, I'll go ahead and make it its own video. And if it's anything like specifically crafty, I'll be putting that onto the main channel, but also touching on it here on the Monster vlog as well, because we have hopes for, like, let's do some business talk now, because with our main channel, we feel like we have plateaued in that we have achieved the most work that Randy and I can fit into a possible week. So anything that is going to be improving on the main channel is not going to be improving by us adding more to our workload. It's going to be us working smarter, like I don't know, addressing our SEO, search engine optimization for our website, as well as our social media pages and YouTube. It's going to be improving my editing to try to, you know, make as high of a quality of educational videos as we can. But it's also, I kind of want to just have fun with crafting and not have to worry about, I don't like bowing to algorithms. I don't like being like, okay, well, I want to make this thing that's like a 10-hour project, but I have to fit it into a 10-minute video so YouTube will recommend me to stuff. And it's like, no, I don't want to do any of that. I want to just craft and share it with you guys. And so we're going to keep chugging along as we do on the Back to Earth Creations, like Yvonne Williams channel, but I'm really gonna start pursuing projects that, like, especially now that the masterclass isn't wrapping up, but I've gotten the chunk of what I wanted to teach out of the way, like the foundations that I feel like if folks study that, then they can watch anybody's tutorial from anywhere. They can, even if it's something without voiceover, because I know that that can be really challenging to watch as a beginner and be like, yeah, but what is that? What did you just do? Like, teach me, don't just show me, teach me. So I feel like I'll have given you guys as much of a foundation as I can to be able to go out and read any tutorials, see pictorials on social media, watch video tutorials that don't have any sort of voiceover, and you'll be able to get more out of them because we worked on these foundation techniques together. So now that that's kind of out of, like, I wanted to finish that project, and now that it's finished, I was finding myself being like, well, you know, what's trending, or, you know, and I'm like, I don't care what's trending, I want to make fairy houses. So expect a lot more fairy house stuff and different sculpts and things like that over on the main channel. But as far as the vlog itself goes, we feel like, from a business perspective, because we've got goals that are going to take a substantial chunk of money, buying our land, we would like to, like, the big dream, which we've talked about this in the past, where we wanted like 200 acres, and I would still take 200 acres, but we have scaled it down to where we think we could get by with 20. And we would like to have our craft compound off to one side. Again, I don't have any pictures or anything to show you guys, but it's how we've talked about in previous videos, probably like 2 years ago, before things got pretty rough and we put everything on hold, just to be able to trudge through what we were trudging through And now I feel like we've come out on the other side and it's not all smooth sailing, but we can see the horizon again. The clouds have cleared enough that we can navigate towards where we're going again, hopefully. So we would like our craft buildings, which would be our main house that we live in. We have a gatehouse that has like guest rooms, and our main area, like that would be built first. And then we would build the glass studio, the leather studio, the jewelry studio, like a couple of these different outbuildings so that we can potentially host classes. Even if they are very small private classes, like we're not gonna be able to host like, you know, 30 or more people or 50 people, like I don't know yet. We don't know. We're just, that's still in the realm of, you know, foggy dream that hasn't shaped into reality yet. But the steps that we'll be taking to get there, we're starting to make tangible. So we've got the crafting compound, a U-pick area where we would like to have, because Randy and I have always wanted to keep an orchard and have blueberries and strawberries and like pumpkin patches and all of these different things, because the cyclical harvests of the season can be such a great thing to bring people together. It's a great foundation for community to get together, to be like, hey, let's get together and pick some blueberries, you know, and kind of do that. And then we've all got stained fingers and full tummies and smiles on our faces. And then on the other side of the U-pick area would be our initially primitive, potentially RV pad and potentially rental cabin as well, just kind of camping area. So we're learning as much as we can about the legalities of different things like that, about, you know, how we're going to need to be zoned, what kind, like, just that's the far off dream. The immediate, in the coming year dream is hustle hard and make and save as much money as we can, which we've been trying to squeeze the most out of our little pie of like different things that we do for, you know, we've got like a bunch of different branches of our business that all funnel into the same spot. And that's our Patreon, our website sales, our booth sales, our subscription service, our YouTube revenue, our Amazon revenue. Like, if we can do craft along-a-thons, like that's something that hasn't happened this year, but there are ways that, like, so we've got these, oh, and the vlog as well, like that's still the main channel, and the vlog are quite different channels, I think. Like they've got a whole me in common, but, and a lot of our, you know, viewers are the same between the two channels, but we've been looking at a lot of these other vlog channels about homesteading and, you know, different things, and we're like, we do feel like we have perspective and experience to offer. Like we actually feel like we have something to contribute, and the potential for what a vlog channel can grow into is much more than the potential for what a lot of crafting channels can grow into. Because I mean, really, there's only so many people interested in wire wrapping or sculpting or things like that, but there are a lot of people who are into gardening and things like that. And so it's, again, we're casting our net over in that way too, and I'm really interested in building community and connection and stuff over here on the Vonster vlog, much in the way as we have on our main channel, but with the main channel, like, so like I'm at like work, you know, and I love it and it's my life, and it's, you know, great, but I'm at work. Whenever y'all come and see us and we get to meet you guys like in the booth and stuff, we were meeting each other while I'm at work. I want to get to meet and hang out with y'all, hanging in the woods, setting stuff on fire. And that's where the Vonster vlog comes in, that our first steps into achieving this far off dream of having our own small campground, and just different events that we can have every weekend, or some weekends, like we'll see, like, because we dream the biggest dreams and then tailor them down and cherry pick the parts that work as the opportunities come up. But our very first thing that we will be doing will actually be a camp along. And Randy and I are thinking, we haven't decided on a campground yet, we haven't decided on a place, but it is free other than coming and camping. Like, you still have to book your site and have your camping gear and things like that, but we are going to go and camp at locations and put the invitation out to y'all to have meet and greets, and we can just like kind of hang out, like maybe have like possibly a Saturday craft along at the camp where you can bring whatever tools and stuff that you have, and we can just like knitting circle kind of stuff, and then have a potluck and howl at the moon till, you know, quiet hours. And then I'll go home and just have like a cool hangout weekend that isn't a marketing adventure. It isn't me trying to fill seats in a class to justify us being there. It's we're going out and having fun, and we want y'all to come and have fun with us. So let me know what you guys' thoughts are about that down below. Different states that we are initially looking at for having our first camp along would be Alabama, Tennessee, Missouri, Oklahoma, or possibly Kansas. So that's kind of, and maybe Arkansas, I don't know. Like, we do not have the fine details worked out yet, but we think it'd be really cool. And also, we've had some really generous and very tempting offers to do this on private land, and we can't take anybody up on those offers because of legalities. It's just, if I fall and twist my ankle, I don't want somebody to be, I mean, I would never sue, but I don't want somebody to be worried that something might happen. I don't know who's showing up at these things, and so I don't want to, it seemed like a good idea to have it on public, you're paying to be there, like campgrounds, like state parks, national parks, that sort of thing, where I nor any of the campers are the ones responsible for the, you know, showers aren't working or something like that. Like, so thank you guys in advance for being understanding of that. I just didn't want to make anyone feel, you know, blown off that they had offered this generous thing, and I'm like, sorry, but we can't. But it's, I just, at least at first, for sure, I think it would be good if we just did it at like campgrounds. And that way, if people want to roll in with an RV or rent a cabin or something, like, they can do that at the campground, and none of us have to worry about somebody's sewer line on their camper like exploded all over your backyard. So hopefully that would be terrible, actually. What's up, Millie? What's up, Ember? Oh, my sweet baboon. My sweet baboon. Oh, I love you. But yeah, so those are the different things. Hey, Millie. Those are the different things. I feel like a freaking Disney princess right now, covered in cat fur. Oh, I love you, baby. But yeah, those are some of the different ideas that we've been knocking around. I'm very excited about them. Very excited about just getting to sit in the woods and burn some meat and set stuff on fire with you guys. Hey, pretty kitty. What are you doing? So, yeah, let me know what you guys think about that, how you're doing down below. And oh my god, all this fur. I love you, but June of Christmas. I put on chapstick and there's like cat fur all in. Okay, I should edit this out. Hey, Millie. Oh my god, I'm gonna have an allergy attack. Okay. Now, next year, 2023, Randy and I are really hoping to be able to go and take classes at the William Holland Lapidary School in Georgia. Excuse me, cat hair. And whenever we know what dates we're going to be going for that, we're definitely going to be letting you guys know, so that we can, if any of us are able to overlap and take classes together and stuff, like that would be really, really cool. I think just to get to hang out with you guys. At somebody else's venue, because again, it's just taking notes on things that the more experience that I get learning from other teachers, learning new techniques and things, seeing how different studios are set up. Like there's the Merit Made studio up in Kansas that Kansas City that I'd really like to go and take metalsmithing classes at. There's a stained glass studio out by Tulsa. Like it's not in Tulsa, but it's outside of Tulsa, that I really want to go and take stained glass and possibly some basket weaving classes at. It's been ages since I've woven any baskets. And just different things like that. Like I want to go and feed my brain. It is hungry. Oh, well, hey, don't step on the cat. So yeah, so if there's any areas that you guys think that we should go teach, go take classes, or just go and camp at, let me know down in the comments. I wanted to give a big thank you to our channel members whose names should be up here scrolling on the screen. I want to give a big shout out to Donna Doring. Thank you so much for joining the channel and for your support, and I really look forward to like connecting with you guys more. If any of y'all would like custom emojis for you to be able to put up in our Premiere chat, send me an email at backtoearthcreations@yahoo.com. We get 1 emoji per person, I think. I don't know if there's a limit just yet to how many emojis that we can put in. But we'll figure it out, and even if it's just something that I just draw it up and send it to you. So if we run out of emoji spot. Sorry, Millie is tormenting Ember. Ember's very ornery all the time. But thank you again to all of our channel members. If you guys are interested in joining in with that, there is a join button down by the subscribe. And it's a great way to help support the channel and help us to grow, hopefully. But yeah, we'll see how all of this progresses, and I'm so excited to be doing Dragon Con, like going and doing the vending event and getting it out of the way, and then having September, October, November, and December to just function without hopefully so many of the pressures and problems and catastrophes that have been visiting us for the early 2/3 of the year. But thank you guys again just for being here, and we will see y'all next time. So until then, keep on keeping on. Mwah! Bye.